the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Let's go
3
now.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Cougar 19.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
60 average, 60 average. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The storm windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
19 Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Quez Watkins, 47 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A give up the middle to Akers. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
19, Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Slot man moves right.
Mustang 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right through.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you hear a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Here we go, check.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Lance got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Lance. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ultra.
Lance looking to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Again, it's Lance. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 11. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This time they stay on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Jonathan Abram picks it. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game.
Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Stiff-armed him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Back and 60.
Second and 6. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Unlock right. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70.
He'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
38. 22 needle.
Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
17.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Right, 97. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Lance on target to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 16. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Shotgun now for Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready, set.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Right, right. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fast together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's got room. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lance going to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Drill, 52.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ultra. Go ultra.
From the 44, Lance throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Lance now to throw. Running the slant, Gray with it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's got it down to the 28. On 2nd and 7, Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they... route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Devin Singletary, 66 yards. And the Rams use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of you guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this